participants, I understand this particular session is going to be very, very special to everyone. And because we are all from the same community, we are from library and information science. And today is a special day that we are going to celebrate the library and the librarian and the works they have done in the field of library and information science. And we understood on behalf of Nimbus and GIST, we certainly understand library is the heart of the institution, is the heart not just for the institution, but to the entire civilization. Today, the evolution that we are seeing is the improvisation on the knowledge. And the knowledge is being dispensed, the knowledge is being given and shared mainly by the library, and the library plays an important role. And giving due credit to Dr. Shiali Ramamitra Ranganathan, whom we dearly called SR Rangana, Dr. SR Ranganathan, father of library science. We would like to due credit to him because he is our model in any day, because he is the one who gave the baton to us. Today we are running with that. And with a quick introduction, I would like to introduce Nimbus and GIST. We are GIST Global Information System Technology. As we all know, we are there in this field for 35 years, working with librarians and libraries for more than 35 years. And we understood that this is very important to take up this opportunity to celebrate our librarians who are around, to acknowledge the work that they have done to make this information literacy an effective one. And Nimbus, as we all know, this is a digital library platform. As we all know, we are all evolving in our respective fields, and even in the library, also evolving to a digital library space. And today we are working closely with so many librarians, giving us thoughts and inputs, and made our platform also a wonderful one. With this quick introduction, I would like to pass on the baton to Professor Ramesh Gaud, sir. Before that, I would like to definitely acknowledge his efforts. I've been working with Sir for the past 1 month on this event, and he has been so patient in terms of responding to me, in terms of giving me right advice, and we cannot resist extending our gratitude to him. To start with, we don't need an introduction to Professor Gaud, sir, but nevertheless, it's our privilege to talk about him and introduce him to the entire fraternity of library and information science. Professor Ramesh Gaud, Dean Director, Library and Information and Head Kalanidhi Division at IGNCA. And if you see the contribution that he has done to the field of library science, information science, it's splendid, and it's also speaks for the forthcoming generations also. To If you have to talk about all his contribution, we need the whole event to be there for 1 hour. But quickly to give a small brief about Sir has done various conferences, and he has director and member of organizing committees, key speaker, chief guest in various national and international conferences organized in India, even in abroad. In spite of that, he has also taken this effort to be here and to address the gathering on major topic. And today's topic would be rethinking information literacy in digital age, fulfillment of the 5 laws of library science is the topic that we are going to talk about. And post to which we will also see the awardees and the awardees from various regions. The idea today, I want to give a brief about today's event. Today's event, as I told you, is to celebrate the librarians and celebrate the library and information science role in the field of academics. And to talk about it, it was very difficult for us to identify the name, because there are so many versatile veterans in the country who has been contributing, and we have, with a great difficulty, we have also selected the awardees. We could give the awards to the entire
दीदी
fraternity who has been
मोमोजचं ते
spending
जे
time. I
2%
request the
कुठून
participants
मिळतं
to go on mute.
ते
I
आलेत
request.
का तुम्हाला नाही नाही ते पैसे आले
Okay, I have
नाही
muted
आले ना
all. I have muted everyone. You can unmute yourself when there is a question or if there is a turn coming to a respective place. So when we're talking about the selection of the awardees, there are various parameters. Professor Gar will definitely state about that. But nevertheless, we had tough time to select the awardees, because the contribution is immense in your respective areas. To start with, without much of ado, I'll pass on the platform to Professor Dr. Ramesh C. Gaur to take over the platform and to the inaugural speech and the keynote for the present event. Thank you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Venkatesh. Thank you, Nimbus, GIST, Central Government Library Association, for this honor. Let me wish you, my fellow colleagues, a very happy Librarians Day, which every year we are celebrating in the occasion of the World Day of Father of Library Science, Professor Dr. S.R. Ranganathan. We all know that Dr. Ranganathan was born on 9th August. He himself has written his birth date as a 9th August in several places, including the book on 5 Lives of Library Science. But he got admission in the school on the day, and the birth date written on his official was 12th August. So definitely, whenever we do any official programs and announcement, it has to be official birth date. I know better than anybody else because I have the similar coincidence that my official birthday or my actual birthday is different. So it is a proud moment for all of us to celebrate National Librarians Day. When mm, Nimbus Venkatesh contacted me for this program, I know I have several invitations today to speak in various programs, and I specifically agreed to be part of this program because on Librarians Day, they were having idea to honor some good and uh, dynamic librarians. Yeah, we all are librarians, and we should be proud of librarian having a librarianship. And acknowledging some of the good work done by some of the young colleagues, uh, it was something I feel it is an honor for me, uh, because I know Indian librarians are working very hard, and particularly I'm great admirer of the young community, young professionals, and I always love to appreciate them whenever I have an opportunity, because I know few words of appreciation make certain differences. I know this is an award which is they are not going to get any cash or any something national recognition or something with this award, but definitely this recognition will make them happy, their family happy, their organization happy, that among the very so many professionals they have been selected to recognize their work, and that's the reason I become part of this particular program, and I'm glad that they gone by my these suggestions to have people from all the regions to, because when we talk about India, we should talk about Indian librarianship, and in this Indian librarian should be away from all regionalism or all kind of uh, uh, professionalism factors. So I'm glad we are able to identify or going to recognize some of the young professional in today's program. But doesn't mean that others are not doing good. There are so many, plenty of. If I have to choose, it list can be hundreds or maybe 1,000. I know. I know whenever I hear from many professionals, particularly my own colleagues, senior colleagues, when they say that we don't have enough people to fill up the position, I don't agree with them, because I know there are plenty of young professionals. They are very eager to take up the positions. Only thing, we need to give them opportunity. And whenever I have an opportunity, I always try to help them or give them that opportunity. I don't believe anything like that, because I heard this sentences several times when I was growing, and when I become professor at age of 37, and many places I got in a sentence, is too young. I remember the vice chancellor of Jawaharlal Nehru University told me that when we were selecting you, some of your own professional experts, they say that he is very young. He's not eligible to become a librarian of Jawaharlal Nehru University. If the vice chancellor of Jawaharlal University have gone by the opinion of those experts, I may not be there in JNU and I may not have transformed that university library. So I know the issues, and I'm a strong believer in the knowledge. Not the age is just a matter of numbers. I don't believe. I see it is not necessary the person who has served 60 years, 65 years is the intelligent one or the most knowledgeable one. So I don't go by age and other things. So I definitely would like to talk more on when during the award ceremony. But today is Dr. Ranganathan's birthday, and I think it is important that we should pay tribute to him. And when Venkatesh talked to me that how to start the tribute, I think the best way to tribute to Dr. Ranganathan is to take his work forward, take his idea forward, uh, do the job what he was doing. He was always proud of a librarian. And I think we should feel in the same way that we are also proud of being a librarian. And in this context, his five laws were user centric. It may be uh, books for use, or every reader is his or her book, or every book is a reader, or save the time of the reader. All these were talking about uh, one one dimension, that is user is supreme, user is your god, and you have to work for him. You have to design your services, your technology tools, everything for the user. So in this context, now we are passing through this internet age, and it is a challenge that when every so much information available on internet. And if you remember, from the beginning, when there was few selected journals and very few books, even then he talked about information literacy. He talked about how to educate user about the resources, how to bring user in contact with uh, the resources. So this is very important for all of us. So on this Librarians Day, on National Day before award ceremony, I just want to bring to your attention that as a young librarian, as a dynamic librarian, your first job is to connect user with the resources, introduce him with what you have in library. If he does not know, if she does not know what you have in library and how to make use of those resources, it is useless to have a good library. I will try to have some small slide presentation. Just try to give you some glimpses of the concept information literacy, and why it is important. This information literacy is important in present context because of many reasons. The first important reason is that uh, this information literacy integrate abilities encompassing the reflective discovery of information, the understanding how information is produced and valued, and the use of information in creating new knowledge and participating ethically in communities of learning. So, creation of information, the generation of information, dissemination of information, organization of information, it has certain ethical dimensions. It also has certain values which need to be understood. And who can be the better person than a librarian? And this concept has been very well recognized by the UNESCO, United Nations, and United Nations and UNESCO has very well defined this information literacy, which empowers people in all walks of the life to seek, evaluate, use, and create information effectively to achieve their personal, social, occupational, and educational goals. It is a basic human right in a digital world and promotes social inclusion in all nations. And further, UN has also given similar kind of definition. Empowerment of people through media and information literacy is an important prerequisite for fostering equitable access to information and knowledge and promoting free, independent, and pluralistic media and information system. If you talk about UN sustainable goals, target goal 16, target 16.4 clearly talks about ensure public access to information and protect fundamental freedoms in accordance with the national legislation and international agreements. So, when we talk about information literacy, there are several important pillars of information literacy. The most important thing is that what information if you want to use, you have to identify the right information for the right user. And similarly, the information what you are looking for, what is the scope of that information, what is the purpose of the information, and how to retrieve, plan, and how to get that information, how to collect that information, how to organize that information, how to disseminate that information, and how to then gather that information, access that information. And everything available on internet may not be authenticated, may not be peer reviewed, may not be something which is of relevant to you. So how to evaluate and analyze that information, that this information is relevant for my research work, how to help in users in analyzing how you are doing as a librarian. And after analyzing and evaluating information, do the packaging, package and present, disseminate the information in a way, flexible way. And this packaging is very, very important. So in this context, it is very important for all of us to really uh, now we are in digital age. So there are a lot of changes have taken place in last decade or 2 decades. Internet revolution and the information technology revolution has given us various kind of literacy, and we need to rethink over it. When we talk about disciplinary literacy like classroom learning, we need to think of better learning spaces. Argumentative literacy, ability to identify, evaluate, gather, and capture social, culture, and other literacy from the events. Collaborative literacies, two or more persons engaged in reading and or writing. We can call it mutual learning also. Mutual digital literacy through multiple digital tools and multiple digital resources. Innovative literacy, creative and innovative skill, and e-research literacy for academic and research programs. We know this Internet of Things has given us new challenges, and this new challenges in form of education 4.0, where the education with the help of aligning man and machine is the new normal or new reality in the and in this context it is important that we need to develop models and theories according to the requirement of anywhere anytime access. uh, Personalized information, focus should be on personalized information, focus should be on flexible delivery of information. Librarians should act as a peers and mentors. We should provide them information which is practical oriented or experiential learning, and students should be considered owner of that information, not just uh, user only. And we need to help them in various kind of evaluation system, not just in examination only. I will not go more into the detail about education 4.0. If you want to know more about such topics, you can go to my YouTube channel, and you can have enough uh, literature, my talks on this topic. I have very limited time. I don't want to take it more in this context. I would more uh, want to tell you that Ranganathan always talks about various kind of issues which are related to learning, and also the new education policy. There's a lot of focus on lifelong learning, on experiential learning, and group learning. So librarian has to understand that in new uh, era, in this current context, you need to provide various kind of learning commons. You need to create opportunity for self-learning, for mutual learning, for group learning, and also lifelong learning. So libraries are having very important challenge, and how to achieve these learning objectives. It is very important that whenever you are doing learning by reading, or learning by teaching, learning by blended classrooms, everywhere there is a role of libraries. It may be e-learning. E-learning library is a very important stakeholders. And when we talk about digital learning, now everything is born digital, and a lot of databases, and 95% of the digital contents required in the library in form of primary informations are in digital form. So in this context, all these learning things are very, very important, and one has to really understand. At the same time, we need to uh, guide and educate the users about internet learning. I've been repeating it again and again that users are very, very happy to see this internet as a great resource. I'm also supporting it, but it has certain issues which need to be uh, tackled by the users, and guidance to be provided by the librarians. Like when we talk about Google search, Google or any other standard search engine just index 15 to 20% web contents. Rest 80 to 85% web contents are not accessed, indexed by Google or any other standard search engine. Google also does not establish the authenticity and genuineness of the resource. It is peer reviewed, so fake information, predatory information. Google will never tell you. Any other standard search engine will never tell you. And when you search, the first result in the relevancy ranking may not be the what you are looking for. So how to deal with information overload? This is the domain expertise of the libraries and librarians. And you have to uh, provide various kind of information literacy programs to educate the user how to, what is deep web. It divided the web divided into three components: surface web, deep web, and dark web. So you have to educate him that what is the deep web and what are the deep resources, how to really understand this deep web, and how to really access this deep web with the help of various kind of semantic search engines. So this kind of information literacy, this kind of media literacy is required in this current context. And librarians, your job is not just to provide resources. Your job is to also help them in analyzing, understanding what are the best relevant resources for them. Also, it is important that you need to have various kind of media literacy, information literacy for persons with information disability or learning disability, print disability, cognitive disability, physical handicap, and other things. E-research literacy is something very important for universities and colleges, because you have to educate the researcher about various dimensions of research. And e-research literacy is one of the form of the information literacy need to be understood by the libraries and librarians, and have to be provided. And this in various kind of staffs to be understand e-literacy. You have to become one of the important stakeholder in providing e-research literacy. Definitely, you need to understand what are the e-research literacy skills required for a librarian, for a user, for a faculty or a student. Uh, in this context, some kind of good training, good awareness is required. How to measure e-research literacy need among the faculty and student. There are some number of ways. I don't have much time, but I will highlight few of the things. So if you are measuring the research literacy needs of a particular user, so what is the level of information literacy skill possessed by the researcher, faculty, or the institution? What is the number of research output? What is the relationship between information literacy skill and the research output of the researcher and faculty? What is the relationship between the ranks and information literacy skill? What is the relationship between the ranks and research output of the researcher and faculty member? All these things need to be analyzed. And when you want to enhance the research literacy skills, uh, user education program is important, but you have to go for some other initiative, advocating links to library website within online courses, developing course-specific resource page, subject gate page, recognizing the librarians and faculty are in the same business. Keep clear communication with librarians about what is going on a course, especially about assignments that might involve student research or use of the library. Give research assignments that are possible for students to complete with campus library resources. Inform librarians about new courses. So it's a collaborative program. Like research, e-research literacy is not just one librarian's job. Also, faculty and researchers are involved in that. When we talk about students, how to determine the information needed, instruct student about research methods, teaches student about scholarly communication, including what is pedantry journal, what are the peer review journals, how to contribute, how to write that. uh, Tell them about various kind of information technology uses, internet, go Google and deep web, etc. Instruct student broadly about how to evaluate print and electronic information resources. What is the criteria of judging which is the most authenticated and most important resources? Teaches students about economic, political, legal, and cultural context of information, ethical issues, how to evaluate information, teaches student how to synthesize information, teaches critically thinking skill, teaches problem solving skill. All this is very important. And rethinking plagiarism in digital age is another very. When I started talking about plagiarism in JNU in 2012, hardly there was any library and librarians were talking about it. And now everybody has understood. And this is the a good thing in this country. So it is important that uh, you should educate about various kind of uh, literacy for plagiarism, avoiding what is plagiarism, how to detect, how to avoid it. So explicitly teach students how to search, what not to search, and where to search on internet. Literature review, what is research and publication ethics, research misconduct, fabrication, falsification, and plagiarism. Make an explicit topic in instruction and engage faculty and student discussion. Why do people plagiarize in consequences act of plagiarism? That should be explained to them. How to detect it, exclusions, common knowledge, unavoidable things, and various kind of other issues in similarity reports that need to be explained. How to avoid it, guidelines, citation, paraphrasing, summarizing in quotations, copyrights, predatory publishing, how to choose quality journal. All this need to be explained to them. Other forms of academic dishonesty like post-publishing scientific or research misconduct, everything need to be explained to them. Media literacy, health literacy, and social media. That is also very important area where library need to work. In this current pandemic, librarian can have played and may play a very important role in creating various kind of literacy, social literacy, health literacy. When we talk about media literacy and social media in the age of fake news, media literacy is 21st century approach to education. It provides a framework to access, analyze, evaluate, and create messages in a variety of forms. Media literacy builds an understanding of the role of media in society as well as essential skill of inquiry and self-expression necessary for citizen of a democracy. Challenges of misinformation, fake news, rumor, and other information pollution in social media and web need to be tackled, and this can be done by good media literacy. When we talk about health literacy in this current pandemic, you can create an awareness what is corona, what are the consequences of infection, and various kind of how to avoid social networking, social distancing, and sanitization, and all these things need to be explained in this uh, time to time whenever there is a need in your institution. Health literacy is also very important. Legal and ethical issues, understanding many of economic, legal, and social issues surrounding the use of information and access and use of information ethically and legally. Research and publication ethics, referencing, citation management, intellectual property right, licensing, DRMs, fair use, Creative Commons, rights statement, institution policy and guideline, national policy and regulation. All this is the responsibility of librarians to provide information literacy to the student about or faculty or the researcher or your users. So in this context, uh, I would like to conclude because we are in a digital age, and now we also need to rethink over library terminology because libraries have become more of a learning resource center. And libraries should develop plan and policy to enhance learning experience in the library, reading spaces, learning commons, a special section to deal with information literacy, media literacy, and e-research literacy. Librarians should develop themselves as a facilitator of learning as well as teacher to conduct various information literacy courses. Library information should be redesigned as library information and learning science. Learning science component should be added to library information science. And that is something, if Ranganathan has alive, he should have done the same thing. So with uh, this way, we can work to fulfill his dream, and we can do the justice to his 5 laws of library science. With these words, I thanks all the Nimbus for inviting me for to share some of my views on this important day. Uh, these are my email ID, and now I will stop share to continue with the program. Thank you very much. If you want to know more about all these topics, go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Professor Ramesh Sigor. Plenty of such talks are available there. Thank you very much and happy Librarians Day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Such pleasure and honor. Always it's an honor for us to hear from you. And you certainly made us rethink the information literacy. We've been talking about information literacy in various levels, sir, but you certainly made us rethink. And it added a lot of knowledge to us. Thank you for those kind words. And now we are moving on to the very important piece of the event, which is the award ceremony. And I quickly going to share the screen and can you, Arvind or CK, can you confirm me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can see that.
Yes. So now the awards will be announced by Professor Gaur across regions, and post which we'll have one speaker from each region who's addressing the gathering. Even at the end of the session, the other awardees, if you can add 2 minutes, we'll be given 2 minutes for adding your views for today's event. So to quickly, we'll start with.
So,
CK can also confirm me as you can listen to the audio.
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Academic Library Award. For the region East, the announcement will be made. The first awardee.
So, let me tell you stop the audio. Hello. Let me stop the audio. Can you switch off the audio?
Yes, sir. I will switch off the audio.
Okay, thank you. So, dear friends, just few sentences before announcing the awards. I know in each region there are a number of people who are doing great work. As I mentioned in the beginning statement that Indian librarianship is doing very well, and many of the young and dynamic librarians are working in each region. Here the names are have been selected, and the recognitions are given based on certain criteria which was set up by Nimbus in consultation with me, because it is not possible to include hundreds or 200 names in such recognition. So those who have been given recognition, I definitely want to congratulate them. But those whose name may not be there, but I'm sure they are also doing great work. So don't feel that in any way they are less than anybody, because here in program we have limitation of giving awards to only a few select people only. There was some limitation in the program and also on part of this association or this group of people who have decided to honor them. So the first award from the East has been the person who is selected is Dr. Vibhuti Bhushan Sahu. He's a deputy librarian. Uh, can you go to the screen? He is the deputy librarian in Indian Institute of Technology, Bhubaneswar, a very young and dynamic person. I have seen his enthusiasm. I remember when he joined IIT Bhubaneswar, it was just a new institute and he has done tremendous work. So please give him a big round of applause and I congratulate Dr. Vibhuti Saini in recognizing his extremely great work in that institute. Congratulations, Vibhuti.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Nimbus.
So now we'll move to the next awardee, and he is from the east. There's the next awardee is Dr. D.V. Ramesh. He is the chief librarian. Can you move to the next? Dr. D.V. Ramesh, who is the chief librarian in University, Bhubaneswar, and congratulations, Dr. Ramesh, and I know the wonderful work you have been doing uh, on today's Librarians Day. We all feel proud, and I especially feel very happy giving this kind of recognition to our young colleagues. So please join me in congratulating Dr. D.V. Ramesh. All the best. Congratulations, Ramesh.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So we'll move to the next award from East region. Dr. Jitendra Narayan Das. He's a librarian in AIMS, Bhubaneswar. So Dr. Das, because it is also a new institute and he has been doing great work. So congratulations, Dr. Das, and wish you all the very best for your future. And please join me giving a big round of applause and congratulations to Dr. Jitendra Narayan Das. So let's move to the next award. Dr. Mr. Biswajit Saha, librarian, Kaji Medical University, Asansol. So congratulations, Mr. Biswajit Saha. It is
Thank you, sir.
recognizing your work, and please all congratulate him and join him.
Thank you, sir.
So now we move to the north region. So in north region, we are pleased to recognize the work of Dr. Vidit Kumar Nal, the chief librarian in BBS Puranchal University. So congratulations, Dr. Vidit Kumar, and let me thank you for doing great work and making us proud.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations to you, and please join him congratulating this award. So next award in this category is Dr. Praveen Babbar. He is a deputy librarian in Jawaharlal Nehru University, one of the most reputed university. Prior to that, he has worked in IGNOU. He is a person with a lot of technology ideas and a very dynamic and hardworking person. He has been receiving so much acknowledgement, and I'm proud that he worked with me for in JNU when I was the librarian. Congratulations, Praveen. Love you to have you here. And
thank you so much, sir. It's an honor and working with you, and on the Librarians Day, you have given me this award. It's my pleasure, and I thank you and Nimbus also, Venkatesh ji also for this. Thank you so much.
Our pleasure, sir. It's always our pleasure.
So please join him, join all of you for congratulating Praveen. And let's move to the next award. Dr. Ramkumar Pathak, librarian, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University. Congratulations, Dr. Pathak, and keep doing good work. We are proud of you, and please make this profession continued proud. And please join in congratulating Dr. Pathak.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, members.
So now we'll move to South India on National Librarians Day, which Dr. Varadarajan, he's a librarian in University of Hyderabad, a very silent worker and doing great work. And he's something done very important work in running the course also, and also uh, creating a lot of technology in this university. Congratulations, Dr. Varadarajan, and we are proud of you, your work, what you are doing in University of Hyderabad. Congratulations. So now we'll move to the next award. Dr. K.R. Mulla, he's a Chief Librarian in Visvesvaraya Technology University. I have seen a lot of work on social media. He is very active on that. And congratulations, Dr. Mulla, and we are proud of your work. And this profession is very happy that we have a person like you, a dynamic librarian like you. Congratulations. Please join in hands to upload him and congratulate him. The next award in this category from South India, Dr. H.S. Siddhamalaya. He was librarian in that, and I know he has done wonderful work in, particularly in health science libraries. He played a very important role. I remember when he was working with the Rajiv Gandhi University. So congratulations, Dr. Siddhamalaya. We are proud of you.
Thank you very much. There is small correction in this. They say National Library Day. Actually, it is Librarians Day.
Yes, correct.
Okay, small correction. Please do that.
Yes, sir. Certainly, I'll do that, sir. I'll do that. Sorry for that.
Okay.
So now we move to best, and the first award from the best is. Can you change the screen? Dr. Sangeeta Paliwal, librarian, International University. I have seen her work, and I also have an opportunity to interact with her on some occasions, doing very good, very innovative ideas, and proud to have a young librarian like her. So congratulations, Sangeeta. Keep doing great work.
Thank you so much, sir. And thank you, Nimbus. It's my privilege to get this award from you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
No.
So, we are honored to give award to Prashli Dandwate, librarian.
Thank you, sir. Actually, I'm apart from all university and IIT's librarian. I think I'm alone from a very private engineering college, SMS College of Engineering. I'm really happy that
that's a very idea, ma'am. We are normally, when we talk about librarians, we only talk about central universities and IITs. We are also having there are engineering colleges.
No, I don't know. Gaur sir is there. I know, sir. And actually, because we don't got a chance to work in universities or IITs, so but still we are trying to do our work. I don't know. I was just
Vaishali, the future of education belongs to private universities and colleges. Let me tell you that the way private universities, colleges are coming up, and in my opinion, it may be a private university or a government university. The important thing is the quality of education and quality of library services. You have been chosen because you are doing great work, providing good quality service to the user. You are not less than any central university government institution.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
So now I think I thank you, Venkatesh. On my request, you agree to add this category, that is a Northeast India, because I feel that that region has a lot of challenges, and working in that region itself is a very, very big boost, because many times in such remote areas, many times you don't get people, good quality people, and I'm so glad that currently in this area there are number of good libraries working in this particular region. So I think let's recognize the work of Dr. Sudhir Kumar Jaina. He's a librarian in Indian Institute of Management, Shillong, Meghalaya. So congratulations, Dr. Jaina. I have an opportunity to interact with him, and he has been doing good work. Keep it up, and all the best wishes, and we feel proud in recognizing your work.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
And the next is Dr. Shriram. University librarian in Sikkim University. Prior to that, he has done good work in Patiala, in Thapar Engineering College and other places, and a very young and very hardworking person. So Sriram, we are proud to have you here in this program and recognize your work. Keep it up, and I think it is the best opportunity given to you to transform a university library. Sikkim University is a very good university, and also Sikkim is a beautiful place. Hope to see good work and some new thing in Sikkim University after your joining. Congratulations. So now let's move to the central, where we have the Heart of India, and the first awardee in this category is Dr. Prabhat Kumar Pandey. He is a librarian, head of Department of Library Information Science in Sarojini Naidu Government College. Apart from being a college librarian, he is doing great work as a president of Madhya Pradesh Library Association, and I have seen very active work in regards to taking voice to the government and other agencies in raising the issues concerning librarians. So congratulations, Prabhat, and keep doing good work.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Professor Gaur, for blessing me. He's always guide me, and thank you, Nimbus, for selecting me. Thank you so much.
Our pleasure, sir. It's our pleasure.
So now, my dear friend Giridhar, he has done work in various places, and now I'm sure in the new place he will be doing something great. And I feel proud have seeing his name in this list. And congratulations, Giridhar, and let's continue to do the good work. You have already done great work in various places. Your past assignment. So many congratulations to you. Now, last but not least, a very young, dynamic colleague, Dr. Sandeep Kumar Pathak. He has been doing tremendous work in Aishar Bhopal as well as in various professional activities along with the Prabhat in organizing events, programs, and taking the issues with the government and other agencies. So definitely we are proud of all those. So congratulations, Sandeep. And let me join giving big hands to all the awardees. This recognition is a small token of appreciation to the good work you are doing. I know on the basis of that recognition, at least you can feel happy that in India people recognize your work and they know about their work. And the purpose of recognizing the work of some young colleagues on the Librarians Day was the purpose that at least we should feel that what work we are doing, it is of importance, and feel and particularly on the day when we are celebrating birthday of our father of library science, it is important. See, one thing which we missed, and because of that profession is not in very good condition, we never developed the second line command in various places. So it is important that the young colleagues which are working with you, this is my request to all senior librarians, that please develop your team. Always thought of having a second command in your library, because somebody should be there. You should not feel without you the work will not be done. That kind of mindset need to be changed, because everybody and anybody can have capacity to do it. What Ranganathan has done, it was a kind of miracle, or Ranganathan or Gandhi or Tagore, all these greats born once in lifetime only. we should never compare, and we should not look that somebody should be a Ranganathan and somebody can be a Ranganathan. There may be somebody who can contribute significantly. He is the real ideal of Ranganathan's work. And in this category, I see hundreds of librarians in this country has significantly contributed. But somewhere, I think because of some kind of negativity, some kind of negative thinking on part of certain people, sometimes we try to create an image that Indian librarianship is something is not doing great, but this is not true, because I have traveled across the world, and I know in terms of technology, in terms of services and facilities, Indian libraries and librarians are doing great work. Some of them are very silent workers. I can give you so many examples of various colleagues who have been recognized. They have done such a good work in their institution. Fortunately, they keeps on talking to me. They keeps on interacting with me. I am aware of that. But many of the people in this country are not aware of that. And I can tell you, I face a lot of challenges when I go for selection, because I remember at least a few of the places where people were against my choice because they say it is a young person. And I have to fight a lot. I remember that in one of the university and one of the institutions, even vice chancellor was saying the same thing, that he is very young person. In this context, it is very important to understand that work is important. Knowledge is important.
Sorry, sir. I request the participants to go on mute. Thank you.
So work is important. Your contribution, your determination is required, and feel proud to be a librarian. Ranganathan was proud of a librarian or being a librarian, and that's the reason he was given that recognition. So on this important day today, I congratulate all of you, and also congratulate all those names are not here, but they are also doing great work. And thanks Nimbus for creating this kind of a opportunity and a program on this important Librarians Day to give recognition to some of the librarians colleagues. With these words, now I close my statement. Thank you very much. Over to Venkatesh.
Thank you, sir. Sir, so with your permission, in 1 minute, can I just run the entire awards once again?
Yeah, please.
Yes, sir.
Please do it.
So for the audience, for the participants and the awardees, and here are the awards, and here we would like to present it. I hope the Thank you so much to all the dignitaries, all the awardees, and a special thanks to Professor Ramesh C. Gaur sir, who has taken this effort in terms of coordinating, in terms of making this event a successful one. And to go further, we will not stop here. We are going to, from each region, we have a speaker, the awardees, who will have 5 to 8 minutes, who will talk on the theme today. To start with, we are not going with any priority list, but then we start with East. We request Dr. Vibhuti Bhushan Sahu, Deputy Librarian, Indian Institute of Technology, Bhubaneswar, to add few words. Sir, over to you. The platform is yours.
Thank you. Thank you to Nimbus team and CGLA, Professor Ramesh G. Gaur. I'm really thankful because of the award given to me and for my work. So I know, because we are just following the footstep of Professor Gaur, because I was working in IIT Delhi, so I know how he works and his dynamism. So we really follow him since when we are working. So coming to this topic, rethinking information literacy in digital age, fulfillment of the 5 laws of library science. So whenever we are talking about 5 laws of library science, so we are really becoming emotional. Why? Because you see, when we are talking about a subject, the person who made this subject as a this profession as an academic field. So we are really proud of him, and in fact, many senior people, they say that okay, if this person Ranganathan would be in other field, so he could have been a Nobel Prize winner. So like that, so we are really thankful that he made this profession up to this level. So we are just torch bearer who hope as a young professional will try our best to take it forward. And when we are talking about this information literacy in digital age, so it is very essential. Actually, when we are studying about information literacy. It's not only for our library; it is for everything. Okay, nowadays, you know, this the era of fake news and era of information explosion, what we call when we are studying during 2000. I mean, early before, I mean, 99 or something like that. So we are talking about information explosion. So due to this information explosion, information literacy has become very important, and it has a greater role. So how, as a library professional, how we go about this? So like when we are talking how where the user, we have to go to that level. So I was listening to Professor Gaur's lecture. So he has already made it very clear. I mean, very easier for us to say something. So he has covered many of these aspects. So with this current technology, as a librarian, first of all, before going to technology, so we should have like basically to before doing the information literacy, you have to attract our user to come to the library. So we need to have a inviting ambience. First of all, we need to have an inviting ambience. And second is, once somebody, if suppose, first of all, you have to bring the people to the library. And once they are in the library, you have to literate them about the information or website. So though sometimes people are saying library usage has decreased, and like that people talk, but people don't consider e-resources and e-journals, whatever we are doing. So if you see that many of the e-resources are increasing the usage, so that is also can be included as a usage of library, because some people are saying, okay, no, library is usage is very less or something. Those physical space is less, but virtually our users are very active and they are using our library facilities. And so in view of this, we need to organize various like orientation program when somebody comes to the library, like they are admit as a student. So we need to have our orientation program. You have to tell how to access, how to reach, where to go. So all things it should be in detail. It's not that only whatever we have. So you see there are many kinds of users are there. Some are very smart, some are very shy in nature. So we need to create services for all kind of users. So in such situation, information literacy is very important. And now the new technologies are coming like IoT and this machine learning. And so we like IoT, basically wherever you go, like whenever we say wherever you go, you have to go with them. So whenever somebody comes to the library, we have to identify what is the requirement. And so all these things, our new generation need to be done, and organize various author workshops, training programs. And the important part is, like, you see, many of the faculty members, they don't know actually, because you see H index, once something is there, okay, H index is there. One person has written, worked in different organization, but their H index, they represent in different, the H index is low because they have indexed in different names, different organization. So there is the librarian has a duty to literate them, okay, how to improve your H index. These are simple steps, but it has a greater meanings. Like whenever in the era of this ranking and all, so we need to have, I mean, sometimes people say, what is the role of ranking? I mean, librarian is ranking. So librarian has a very important role as an academic staff. So we have to train our users, including the faculty members also. And also faculty involvement is also important. Whenever we do something, we involve one of the faculty for the department to get their feedback and to bring the students back for this program. And also another, sir was talking about SDG. So SDG, there is a part how to involve, basically as a sustainable development goal. Library, only one or two parts is there. Whether you are asking people to, I mean, other outsider to use your library facility. So there, other users are coming, you have to train them how to use this. So as a result, our SDG goal will be satisfied. So I think with this, I think the shortage of time, so I think I will close my talk. And I once again, I thank Professor Gaur and the Nimbus team for giving me this opportunity to say a few words, and also awarding me from the East region. I'm really grateful to them. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. It's our pleasure and honor. Quickly, we are moving on to the next region, which is South, and we have Dr. H.S. Siddamalaya, sir. Before giving on the platform, I also would like to tell you that because of the time constraint, for each region, we have one speaker, though there are awardees, multiple awardees in each region. Nevertheless, if you could see, the awardees are from various institutes. It's from government colleges, it's from private universities, private colleges, institution of national reputes like AIIMS and IITs and IIMs. With this, I would like to pass on the baton to Dr. H.S. Siddamalaya. Sir, over to you. The platform is yours.
Hello. At the outset, my tribute to Dr. S.R. Ranganathan, who entered our librarianship as a mathematician, excelled in librarianship, and became father of library science. So at the same time, on this occasion, my best wishes to all the librarians on the Librarians' Day. Professor Ramesh Gaur has exhaustively presented about information literacy. There are so many points he has given, rethinking about it. Of course, there are 7 pillars. Pillars are there. On the pillars, everybody are constructing their own information literacy. And now that it is a high time to enter into the specialization. For example, information literacy is not, I could not see much on health science librarianship. There are so many potential areas where they can integrate information into the research cycle of health science, or integrating the clinical information system where they need a lot of literacy, because that quality of information is more important than the information itself. Otherwise, the patient will die. And there are lot of 50% of the job of evidence-based health science, evidence-based medicine is from the librarians. Conducting a good literature survey and bringing the gold standards to come out with the good literatures on this particular topic or clinical problems, reporting the atypical cases with the rare cases and the things, and also time to time the point of care information service. All these things are there as a super specialization in health science librarianship itself. But there is no clap between the users and the librarians, because we are not educating them about the resources required at the point of care, resources required at the evidence-based care, evidence-based medicine required at the clinical information system, required for clinical research information. Every point, there is a clearly distinct information in health science field. It is not that, okay, books and journals are there, you just download the books and journals and give it to them, and exhaustive bibliography, it is enough. But it is not that. Each one, now books and journals are the raw materials, or like a raw material, quality assessment has to be done. Article, even peer-reviewed articles are doubted very much in the case of health science. That is why the evidence-based peer review or systematic reviews are becoming important. Meta-analysis is becoming important. Now that cluster, of information from least authentic to most authentic is increasing, our role in authenticity of information is increasing, and building our roof on top of all these seven pillar is becoming important, particularly in specialty and super specialty. Librarians are playing a good role in this, and I hope all the librarians will work towards this. And thank you very much. Thanks to Nimbus, thanks to Dr. Ramesh Gaur and the association, Central Government Association. And I wish again all the librarians the best librarians. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for this commendable speech. Thank you so much for being with us today. And quickly, we are moving on to the region north, and we have Dr. Parveen Babar, Deputy Librarian, Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. So the platform is yours. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Venkateshji. Thank you to Dr. Gaur. Ladies and gentlemen, wish you a very happy Librarians Day, and my heartiest tributes to Dr. Ranganathan, the father of library science. He was there, so we are here as librarians today. It's a special day, obviously, because we have a Librarians Day, and it's a special day in my life also because I am being awarded by Nimbus today. And I'm part of this program. So thanks a lot. I would like to thank Nimbus and CGLA, Central Government Library Association. And my thanks to Venkateshji, Mr. Tarunji, the CEO of Nimbus, and Rahul Agarwalji, co-founder, for giving me this opportunity over here. My thanks goes to Professor Gaur also. As Dr. Gaur was speaking about the information literacy, he was also speaking about JNU and my working with him in JNU. It was a wonderful experience all these years working with him. And at present also, whenever I require some kind of assistance, some kind of knowledge, I just go to him and ask for his help. So it's wonderful working with him. And in JNU, when we speak about JNU, information literacy, we are providing over here. We have something around 8,000 students plus around 600 faculty. So you can imagine what kind of the aura over here is there. And I have seen the librarians, the current librarian and the previous Dr. Gaur also working since morning. They woke up at 5 o'clock and keep sending the mails at 5, and till 11 in the evening the mails are coming. So the mails are pouring from the students. And when we say that libraries are going off, no, it's not. When we see the academic libraries, the footfall is so much. In this COVID period itself, you can come to the JNU and see around 200 students are sitting at this moment also in JNU. So libraries will not vanish, not the physical libraries and not even the online libraries. Only the thing is that we have to provide the services to them, the services which are required by them. And since JNU is a research-oriented organization where PhD and MPhil is an important aspect, we have to be library-oriented, and we have to provide the information literacy to our students, to our research scholars, so that they can do the best of their work. they are not aware when they come from MA or BA and MA courses. They are not aware about the plagiarism. They are not aware about the research ethics. So we are here to provide them those kind of knowledge. We are here to provide them with the reference management tools which are available. So even at this moment, in a parallel, I have a system where the national workshop is going on at this moment for JNU on research methodology. So almost in a week, we are having some kind of workshop or seminar or this kind of orientation programs. So this is only the way to reach out. And in this COVID period, we have only the online options. So we have to make it appropriate way to reach out to them. Moving ahead to the library literacy, there are lot many aspects where the librarians can work. Like we can work with the faculty, we can work with the students. If we are working on information literacy programs with the faculty, definitely they will be getting a help from us, and they will be spending less time teaching research with the research skills, and more time they can get for their teaching course content. And they will also develop more effective research assignments like projects, research papers, etc., which is required by UGC for all the promotions of career advancement schemes are there for the faculty. So they need to write more and more papers nowadays, and there are strict policies behind it. So if we are not providing the information literacy programs, I don't think so they will be able to do their work. And obviously they will receive better, more developed research related work for their students also. And in terms of students, we need to conduct better research. They will be able to conduct the better research. They will be students will be able to improve information discovery skills, because we are using the discovery platforms these days. Everything is at one place. If I talk about JNU again, we have a single window search where every resource can be searched from one single search box. The researchers don't have to go to 100 places to find their resources. They just have to click on the search box. But this search box has n number of searchability technologies behind it. Like Nimbus is also providing one of the platform. So the students or the researchers should know how they have to search for. There are many filters which are so important, and one can say that Google is there. Why you need the discovery platform? It is not like that. Google will give you n number of resources, but they may not be relevant. When we are talking about the discovery platforms, and we are orienting our students with the discovery platforms, they are getting the resources which are subscribed by the institution, or they are the peer-reviewed journals and articles which are actually required. So all that content which is not essential will not come like Google for the students. In addition to that, information literacy programs can be on various aspects. Like we are providing information literacy programs on formulation analysis of information needs. We are providing the programs on information identification, appraisal of likely sources which are important for the users. We are helping them with the tracing, locating individual resources, examining and selecting and rejecting individual resources which they need to do. So a number of things are there under these formulation and analysis of information needs. And finally, evaluation of the assignments, which is important when the students write, and then one has to go through the various parameters of plagiarism, ethics, and other things. So that need to be part of the information literacy program. Then we have some of the research programs also going on side by side. Like we are giving the author workshops. We are planning making them plan for a paper, conducting research, using how to use a library, how to evaluate your resources, how to avoid plagiarism, how to integrate sources together. Paraphrasing, summarizing, and quoting is one of the aspects. I think for last 5 to 7 years, we are providing with the tools like Grammarly and other kind of tools, where the students can check their paraphrasing, summarizing. They can summarize their text, which is very important for them, and it's highly demanded, I suppose, from the library side. And we are also providing referencing skills and questioning skills on the information literacy program. Dr. Gaur was also speaking about something about e-research literacy. Definitely, information literacy with digital citizenship is one of the aspects which is now very common these days, where you need to tell them about the strategic searching online, ethical behavior, citing online resources, fake news, then disinformation and other kind of aspects. Rework, reuse, remix of the information is very important. So there are n number of things where information literacy has to be provided by the librarians. The role of the library and the librarians have not come down. It is not that it has been depleted. I think it is how you reach to your users. Once you are there for the users, I think they will definitely come to you and ask for more and more services, more and more information, which you need to provide to them. So thank you. I once again thanks Nimbus Gist for selecting me as Excellence in Academic Library Award for this award from the North Zone. I thank Dr. Gaur for always supporting me in professional career, and I have learned a lot from him. I thank him from the core of my heart. Thank you so much. Thank you, Venkatesh.
Thank you, Parveen Babar sir. It was a pleasure listening to you. And we thank other participants, other awardees from North, Dr. Ramkumar Patak sir, and also Dr. Vidyut Kumar Mal sir. Now we are quickly going forward to West region, very important region. And why I'm saying is because we have the winners, you can see, they are women. And we have also seen how effectively they run the administration. So one such example, I would like to pass on the baton to Dr. Sangeeta Paliwal from Symbiosis International University, Chief Librarian at Symbiosis International University. Ma'am, the platform is yours. Over to you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, all the library professionals. First of all, I would like to wish you Happy Librarians Day to all the library professionals. And my special and sincere thanks to Nimbus and Dr. Gold for choosing me for this award. This award means a lot for me. And once again, thank you very much to Nimbus and Dr. Gaur. Our today's topic is about information literacy. Here, I would like to mention some, my practical experience. Of course, the first thing, how information literacy is relevant with the 5 laws of library science. So here I would like to say the only two laws of the library science, that is 4th and 5th, will be same in every era, because anyhow as a library professionals we have to save the time of the reader, and library is a growing organism. Excuse me, I got one important call, so I have to attend. Just give me 2 minutes only.
So meanwhile, I also would like to check, do we have Dr. Sriram sir from Sikkim University? Do we have?
Yes, good afternoon.
You are there. Yes, sir. I just want to know whether you are there, because you also had a different event today and you have made it. And thank you for being with us.
Yeah,
I just want, because next we are going to Northeast. So I just wanted to confirm whether you are there. Okay, now ma'am is available,
shall I
sir.
start?
Now we'll come back. Yes, ma'am. Over to you. Over to you. Ma'am? Yes, ma'am. The platform is yours. Over to you.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Audible.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah. So about the information literacy, I would like to say the in first three laws of the library science, when we replace the books with the current resources, then the relevance of the library of the 5 laws of library science will be in every era. And here I would like to add some, my practical experience in the symbiosis before pandemic and after pandemic, especially. So before pandemic also, we were giving information literacy program related to the different softwares and, different databases, which we have, as well as library orientation programs. But what happened after pandemic, we came to know, after pandemic, we realized that the information literacy requirement was very high. And with the help of some survey, we came to know that which database or which software which software training is required to the faculty members and research scholars. So here faculty members requirement is completely different, and when we are talking about PhD scholars, their requirement is quite different. So after pandemic, Symbiosis has organized more than 200 information literacy programs for their faculty members, PhD scholars, and even for PG students also. So here, when we are, planning for the curriculum of the information literacy program, so my input is we should, think about the research level of the users. So when we are talking about faculty, then faculty may have their different requirement. When we are talking about PhD scholars, then they may have their different requirement. And for PG students, they have different requirement. So the planning of information literacy program should be according to the user requirement. So this is one input. And second thing, regular regular information literacy program which we are conducting, just like a library orientation, that plays a very important role for any of the institution, because when the students comes in the college or in the university, they are completely unknown about the different resources. When we are talking about the old library system, then student have to come to the library and all the books and journals are available in the library. So at that time we can guide them face to face that where are the resources and how you can access it. But nowadays the books and print periodicals are changed with electronic resources. When I say electronic resources, it includes print book, non-print book, print journal, non-print journal, real-time databases, and different software which may be useful for the research, and some real-time databases also. So all these different types of resources are the part of the library system nowadays. Some of them are freely available. For some of them, we have to pay. We have to give subscription, amount. So we have to bifurcate all these things as per the requirement. And at the time of orientation, what we do is we have to give a practical session for the library portal. Through library portal, they can access all the resources, as well as we have to give a practical session of the library OPEC also. Sometimes students are not able to get the exact book which they want. And after pandemic, my library staff is very busy to give information through mail, face-to-face meeting we have to conduct. So all these things are a part of information literacy. So information literacy is very important as a librarian, and in future also this will be the very relevance to the profession. And anyhow we have to cope up with the new trends and the new technologies which comes up in the future. So once again, I would like to give my special thanks and thanks to Nimbus team and Dr. Gore for this award. And happy Librarians Day, all of you. Thank you so
you,
much.
ma'am. Thank you so much. A pleasure listening to you. And as we know, Madam is also managing multiple libraries in one single university, and we've also seen her work. And I have also had an experience of working with her for a plagiarism software, and we have thrilled with the knowledge and the inputs that she gives. Honor to listen to you, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us today. And quickly, we are moving on to Northeast as a region. Now you might be wondering why why the regions have been aligned. That because we want to keep Northeast as the first region to address, but then Sir was quite busy today, so but he has made sure that he's been part of the platform now. Sir, quickly, without much of ado, I hope the platform is yours. Over to you, sir. We can't wait to hear from you. Dr. Sriram, sir, University Librarian, Sikkim University. Sir, the platform is yours. Over to you, sir.
So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. And I really like to thank Professor Gaur and Nimbus for me. In fact, it was a bit surprise yesterday only I got a call that I have been one of the recipient for this award. In fact, thank you for that. Thank you so much. And I especially requested that I may not be able to join on time because I am launching a research and subject support portal. So our Honorable Vice Chancellor has just launched the portal, and we have developed this portal for the purpose of creating information literacy activities to the University of Sikkim fraternity, and we have to provide a lot of information how easily they can access information which is available in Sikkim University Library through e-journals, e-books, and many other platforms. And our special focus is on how we can increase the research productivity of the institution. So we have provided a lot of information on research support services, started from searching literature to publication. So, and also archiving. So whole range of information we have provided through this portal. And our Vice Chancellor has happily much appreciated that this is going to be one of the gem for the university fraternity. And another important aspect we have started doing is the library liaison program. That is another way of reaching our users for different kind of information services which university library impart to its user. So in our previous organization, I had started the concept Lib Connection, where library team either going to the department or department is coming into the library in terms of having the coffee with the librarian. So we try to invite them, senior faculty members, teachers, and try to understand their requirement in terms of library resources and services. And we try to consolidate and customize the information as per their requirement, and then try to deliver those things to the users. And I'm happy to share that there are a lot of positive impact took place in our previous organization, where I had worked for about 5 years, and one of the best library we are having there in Patiala. So keeping those legacy further, I am trying to incorporate some of the new innovative activities here in Sikkim University, and I'm sure that our effort is going to enhance the visibility of the research and visibility of the library profession, so that we can stand along with the other fraternity that librarian is there wherever you require. So I'd like to thank all the authorities of this event and this program who have given me this opportunity for such recognition. So thank you once again, Professor Ramesh Gaur, who I really continuously following his path and trying to serve the community with information requirement, whichever is available in best suitable format. So thank you everyone, and congratulations to all the recipient of the award. I can see Dr. Praveen is there, and Dr. Vishwajit is there. So many people are known to me and they are there. So thank you so much, and congratulations each and everyone. And my best wishes to everyone on the day of Librarians Day, National Librarians Day. So thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Such an honor and privilege. Thank you for taking out your time and coming back and joining us. and such an honor. And also we congratulate Dr. Sudhir Kumar Jina sir also, who has been awarded from the same region. It's an honor, sir. And quickly, we are moving on to Central Region, but unfortunately, Dr. Sandeep Kumar Patak, librarian at ISER Bhopal, he's not able to be there with us today. But nevertheless, we are honored that we are able to award him also. So by this, we have come to the end of the session, and I would like to congratulate across all regions north, Dr. Ram Kumar Patak, Dr. Parveen Babar, Dr. Bidyut Kumar Mal from Central region, Dr. Mr. Giridhar M. Kunkur, Dr. Sandeep Kumar Patak, Dr. Prabhat Kumar Pandey, and from South, we would like to congratulate Dr. Varadarajan, librarian, University of Hyderabad, Dr. K.R. Mulla, Chief Librarian at Visvesvaraya Technological University, Dr. H.S. Siddhamalyasa, Librarian and Informatician. And from the East, we would like to congratulate Mr. Bishwadit Saha, sir, Librarian at Nazrul University, Asansol, Dr. Bibhuti Bhushan Sahu, sir, Deputy Librarian, Indian Institute of Technology, Bhubaneswar, and Dr. D.B. Ramesh, sir, Librarian, Siksha O Anusandhan University, Bhubaneswar. And we also would like to congratulate Dr. Jitendra Narayan Das, sir, AIMS, Bhubaneswar. From the region West, we would like to congratulate once again Dr. Sangeeta Paliwal, ma'am, Symbiosis International University, Dr. Vrishali Dandwante, librarian, AIMS College of Engineering, and Northeast region, Dr. Sriram University, librarian, Sikkim University, and Dr. Sudhir Kumar Jina, librarian, Indian Institute of Management, Shillong. Such an honor and privilege to have you all with us in our platform. And now I would like to open the session for any questions or anything that you want to contribute or you want to speak. We have kept the mic open for all the users. If you want to add any point, we have 10 to 15 minutes. And if you have any questions to the awardees or the dignitaries, or even the dignitaries, do you have any points to add? We are open for 15 minutes. Thank you so much, everyone.
I'm Bishwit Saha.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. You're audible. Please tell me, sir.
I just like to say a few words.
Yes, sir. Please.
Respected Professor Gaur and other my dear professional colleagues who are present here. Happy Librarians Day to each and everybody. At the outset, I must convey my sincere thanks and gratitude to Nimbus and Central Government Library Association for organizing this event to pay tribute to Dr. S.R. Ranganathan, and of course for selecting me as one of the awardees for Excellence in Academic Library Award 2021, and giving recognition of my work and service which I have been rendering for more than 30 years in the field of library and information science. We know that 12th August is observed every year as National Librarians Day to commemorate the birth anniversary of Dr. S.R. Ranganathan, who has considered the father of library and information science in India. We know that Padma Shri Dr. Ranganathan has dedicated his entire life to library profession in India, leaving a rich legacy. My heartfelt respect and gratitude to this legendary of library and information science. Thank you all. Happy Librarians Day once again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I guess, yes, today is a busy day, and we don't want to hold up all the librarians in one single platform. Yes, there are other important works that we are going ahead. Thank you so much to all the participants for joining us. To all the awardees, we will also send out the physical form of the award to your doorstep. And if possible, from the team Nimbus and GIST, they will come in person and hand over the awards to you. And we can't stop thanking the awardees for taking your time out and being in this important day, honoring Dr. S.R. Ranganathan and also acknowledging our invitation. Thank you to all the awardees from all the regions, all the participants for patiently waiting and encouraging the fraternity. Thank you all the participants. Last but not the least, Professor Dr. Ramesh C. Gaur, who has been supportive to us back and forth in terms of questions, in terms of certificates, in terms of every single collaterals that you're seeing, that Sir's mind is there, Sir's contribution is there. So thank you for taking your time, valuable time out in collaborating and making this event a successful one. And also, I would like to thank Chandrakala from our team who has been with us, helping us, and Ms. Ritika Bajpai, who is also with us, who is helping us, Mr. Arvind Vijay Kumar, who is also with us. Our team members also there with us behind the scene, where they have helped us in making this event a successful one. We are looking forward for more to come in the near future also. And till then, let's all meet next year for the Librarians Day. And before that, please watch out. We are going to have more such events and more informative sessions. Thank you so much to all the participants. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you all. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ramesh sir.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
sir. Thank you, Bishwadit sir.
Thank you.